Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Eva and my aim is to support you on this twin flame journey. I was led to do this video and to talk a little bit about divine masculine collective energies at the moment. And I was also called to pull some cards from my Moonology deck, and I got a new deck. It's called Made for More. And it has some impulses inside for us. So we'll see what's coming up there. Yeah, first of all, about the DM's energies. I sense them a lot and very intense, and I pick up the energies of my DM very often. As the weekend was quite full of filled with sequences when I picked up this kind of. Sometimes it was sadness, sometimes it was a little bit of frustration and feeling a bit not very calm inside, a bit stressed inside. And what I'm getting and what my inputs are is that they are really they also turn into a hermit mode sometimes again, maybe for some shorter sequences of time. And they are really reflecting and going through their old patterns in according to their relationships, their former relationships, and maybe also because I guess it's in this time now. Maybe they are also going to some memories in connection to their mother, and I guess most of them have this special mother wound and also this abandonment wound and such things. And I guess my DM, he never told me much about his mom. I just picked up some sentences and could connect them together, and it was like a little puzzle. And I guess he really didn't get the attention he needed or the emotional support he needed, and therefore he was used to do everything on his own. And he was always supposed to care for himself, even as a little one. And I guess that's what a lot of DMs did experience when they were kids, and which also led to this relationship pattern and attachment style. I think those things are coming up at this time. It was also funny because one of our favorite bands brought up a new song, a new single, and it was exactly about this topic. I guess this singer was kind of working through these mother wound and expressing it in this song, and that's very interesting. I think, that's the things which are coming up. As I said, always some sequences of anger again, which I sent to myself too, and and an important input was also that we have to recognize, or we have to know that they are, on the one hand, they are going to through the process, and they are starting to go through it, and they are working on it. And it's really that we know we are going through all things in different at different times. We are not in the similar, and it's not always parallel. We have to recognize this, and we have to again have compassion for them. And when I remember, I was writing some letters explaining some things to my DM after the summer, during autumn a few times. And I always get these input that these informations he got from me there um, are now important. And I was doubting myself, and I always I also was a bit ashamed why I wrote all these things, but I was just showing myself and my feelings, and showing my vulnerability. And I guess he couldn't take it at this time, yeah. But I guess now, when he's in the process and going through his own stuff, I guess now he can use this information, and now he can um, really have another perception on it, and can is open to understand what I was saying. So I guess every step you took in the past, and every um, little thing you gave from yourself in the past, and you maybe are doubting yourself, and saying to yourself, oh my god, what have I done, and I shouldn't have done this, yeah. I guess it all makes sense, and when you look at the bigger picture, um, it all leads us there where we are now, and it will all lead us where we have to be and should be. And it's all little puzzle pieces which build the whole picture at the end. And if the things you're sending to them or expressing to them in whatever way really come from your soul and from your heart directly, without having some expectations, and without uh, wanting to have something from them, but just expressing yourself, and just um, yeah, communing in it in a lovely way, um, without building pressure. For me, I think it's always right if it really comes directly from your heart, and if it is your inner truth, and your authentic inner truth. There's nothing wrong about that, never ever. And the way he maybe react, and maybe it would trigger him, and maybe it would trigger you, um, if it triggers him, it's not your stuff. It's maybe at this time he's reading it or listening to it, whatever. Um, he's not at the place to get it, but maybe he will be there in a few months later. And when he's looking back, um, maybe it all makes sense then, and he can understand it, because he's opening, his heart is opening, his mind is opening, his consciousness is opening. So they are evolving, and we have to believe they are really able to um, see all the things in a different perspective, and they are getting it then. So yeah, so much about that. And I just got the input, and maybe there is also some kind of uh, gratefulness, and I guess they are reminding and remembering some things and interactions we had, and I guess they now also appreciate it more, and they recognize it more, that we are really um, we were really, we meant the best for them, and we just wanted to spend our love to them. And I guess they also are not used to be loved in that way, and I guess they are also not used to be loved in that unconditional way. I guess it's completely new, and I guess they were some sort of very skeptical about that and always searching for the trap behind, I guess. And also always this fear of losing their independence. And um, I I just remember my DM. Really, at the beginning, we got to know each other. One of the first sentences was that his independency is one of the most important things for him. And I guess that also has to do with his story and with his connection and relationship to his parents and to his mother, maybe mainly, and also with former relationships he had. I At this point I couldn't really understand how intense this is and how important this is, and how easily he would get triggered in some things and get fear, or was afraid that he was losing his independence again. And also I guess he was afraid of losing himself in the whole thing. um, yeah, I know this by myself too in former relationships. And I had one real intense relationship when I was younger, and I know this experience. It was really so intense and so much and so overwhelming that I really lost myself. I was really also getting confused totally, and I was not sensing myself anymore and giving so much, and was it's like you are floating over the floor for too long time, and that's not healthy at all. Yeah, so I can understand this fear. And I think he was also afraid of giving too much of himself and always stepping more back and back with his needs. Yeah, and I really recognized that he is not used to really express and speak out his needs, which also leads to this kind of wall of security and gardens, to protect himself. Yeah, I guess that's something good to remember, to understand them, and they have a complete other style of going in communication and connection. And I sense when they are now in the process, I really sense they need their time, they need their space, and um, it's so important for them. We can't help them in this situation, and we are not meant to help them in this situation. We are meant to give them the space and the time, and not putting any pressure on them. They have to do it on their own, and they have to go through it on their own. It's so important. Otherwise, they wouldn't make this big transition and breakthrough. It's really really important. Okay, that is what I'm getting and what I want to transfer to you. So now I take my card deck, the Monology deck from Jasmine Boland. It's a really really nice deck. I really love these colors. If you don't know it already, that's it. It's in German. Yeah, I just want to know if we get some interesting input about the connection in general these days and what's going on there. What do we have to know at this moment about the energies in our connection? Okay, there was a lot. Okay, the first one, that's quite funny. It's that one. It's saying, do the first step. And of course, the ego screams, wow, why? No, I shouldn't do the first step. But it isn't about that. It's not about going towards our DM. I guess it's much more about we doing our own first step, or the next first step in our direction and in our goals and in our healing and in our connecting with source. It's so important that we also put our focus to ourselves back again and again and again. And it's so important that we do our steps every day, a little one, and always doing the next first step in another direction and in the direction we want to go and we are meant to be, so that our soul can really work through our 3D appearance and do what we are really were supposed to do here. Okay, and the other one at the back was this one. Hold your vision. I guess that's really connected, and making the first step and hold your vision, it's really important for us to concentrate and to focus our mission on our mission. And maybe you want to because it's so effective and intense, if you write down your vision again. Maybe you did it for some time, but maybe you want to do it now again. Every written word is much more powerful than when it's just in your head. Yeah, hold your vision. Also hold your vision just, of course, for your purpose and for your mission, the things you want to do here. But also, of course, hold your vision with your twin too. You can also always do this little practice day by day for a few minutes to just visualize, whatever you want. Just imagine a situation where you are together and you're just grateful and happy together and enjoying it. Also, that's so good and so nice thing, and you're instantly pushed in a higher vibe. Okay, so I wanna pull one card for the DMs now. Let's look what's important for them. Maybe there's another one. One came up already. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Okay. This one, I had this one already in one reading. A new start is on the horizon. Wow. And it's also connected to this last eclipse we had, and we are still in this energy. And I guess there's the next important moon situation soon. Yeah, a new start is on the horizon. Oh, that's so great. That's exactly what I sense. They are in the process. They are reflecting on things. They want to get out of these old patterns, and they are recognizing these old patterns and all their former decisions, the free will and ego decisions they made, which didn't lead to where they were meant to be, or didn't lead where they wanted to be. And I guess they really have the intention to do this differently, and to start again. And that's amazing, really nice. And also this card was behind the energy comes forward. It's cool. Oh, so nice. Okay, I take another card for our Divine Feminine Collective for us. Oh, That's really jumping out, this one. Whoa. Oh, that's also very interesting. It's called What Do You Have to Release? That's a really good question, and I guess it's the best time for that in this moon constellation. Also, the best time to sit down, make the space, and get in this energy, and really write down what you feel you have to release inside. And we don't have to forget these things. It's not about the DMs are doing their work now, so we can lean back. We also have to face our things again and going on in that. And yeah, what do we have to release? Maybe I got the input. Maybe it's doubt and not trusting in the journey. And it's really time that we begin to trust we begin to trust in ourselves. That's so important. Well, for me, meanwhile, there's no doubt just that he is my twin. I had a long time doubting, and of course, I was looking for confirmation everywhere, but just you can know if it is your twin, the person you think of. And just your heart and your soul can tell you this. No one outside can tell you this truth. And over the month and over the time, I'm totally sure of that now, and there's no doubt. And of course, there are some little, when you get in a big trigger and you get in a really bad mood, sometimes you say, okay, am I making up all of this in my head? Am I crazy? But these sequences are getting less and less, and I'm absolutely not doubting that he is my twin. Okay, okay, this was about the release, and another nice one came up also. Observing the bigger picture, as I said before. All the things we did, all the little steps we took, all the interactions we did, and now when we look that they are in this in their process now at this time, and we were in the process there at this time, and when we take the whole picture, it all will make sense, and it all will show up once, and we exactly know, oh yeah, now I know, therefore it was, yeah. And all the steps, also the steps you were doubting and maybe were quite awkward or something like that, yeah, and you were ashamed for some interactions, maybe it all led to where we meant to be. And someday we will watch the whole picture, and it will be beautiful, really. Okay, so I'm taking this nice new deck, Dana Schwand, Made for More, and I want to pull a card for us Divine Feminines. So what can support us now on this day today? This one, I can feel it. Okay, that's quite some nice color too. It's a little bit like autumn. It's like it's fitting to the weather here. It's so cold and windy and foggy and cloudy, and it's like a little bit sun, of course, but it's like in autumn the last days here. Okay, that's very beautiful too. I'm showing myself and my vulnerability, and know that in my center I'm totally whole and nothing can ever hurt me. Oh, that's so, yeah, that's great. Because on this journey, we are also supposed to show us in our true self, and also with our whole vulnerability. And it's so important. And we are example for others, and that they trust and they dare to do the same more and more. Okay. Um, oh, my dogs are dancing around at this moment, and she's playing with a okay a heart. That's funny. Okay. Um, and in the center, we can never be hurt. That's also so important to always recognize and realize. There's nothing outside that can destroy us. Nothing. Whoa, she's dancing more and more. Now they are dancing together. Um, there's some undestroyable seed inside of us, and this one will ever be there, and this one can not be destroyed from anything. So be aware of that. Okay. I think I stop it here. Um, maybe you want to give a look. Okay. Yes, with these words, I'm leaving, and yeah, I'm grateful if you want to give me a like, and when I see you on the next video with some new messages. So have a nice day and a nice time, and beware of your center. Bye.